Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and hello if you are new here, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe before you leave, that'd be absolutely amazing. We are so close to 10k and I cannot wait. So as you can tell from the title of today's video, I wanted to just sit down today and do a really nice autumn makeup look because we are like officially in autumn now. It has actually been really sunny here in the UK the past kind of couple of weeks, but it definitely feels a little bit more autumnal outside and I love autumn. It's one of my favourite seasons. I love all of the colours, all of the makeup looks, all of the kind of greens, burgundy makeup looks, all of that kind of stuff. So I realised there is probably literally endless amounts of autumn makeup looks on YouTube, but I just wanted to add another one because like I said, I love autumn so much and I love all the makeup looks. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing today. As you can see, I'm in a slightly different location, slightly different kind of filming background. I'm trying out kind of like new lighting techniques. I'm not a massive fan of my like original lighting setup. I've always been trying to kind of like figure out what works for me in terms of lighting. So let me know how you like the lighting in today's video. I know I've got like shadows in places, the lighting is not perfect and the background is like, you know, quite green and leafy. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think of this kind of filming situation. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get on into the video. Okay, so I think today I'm going to start with my eyes just because I'm going to be working with slightly darker shades, so I don't want them to fall down on my skin. So I'm going to start with my eyes and then we're going to move on to skin afterwards. So let me zoom you in. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with an eye base because obviously if you're doing any darker looks, then it is probably best that you start off with a blank canvas with an eye base. So the eye base I'm going to be using is the P. Louise makeup base and this is in the shade Rumor 2. I'm just going to be taking a little bit of this on a kind of flat brush and just popping this on my eyelids. I haven't really played around with this eye base too much because I'm not usually an eye base kind of girl if I'm just doing like a normal everyday makeup. It's only when I'm using like really dark shades that I'll use an eye base. So I haven't really played around with this one too much, but for the few times I have used it, it is really nice. And I'm going to take that right up to my brow as well because I'm unsure of like how high I want to take this eyeshadow, so I'm just going to kind of clean the whole eye and just make it a nice blank canvas so whatever we put on top will look nice and smooth. Okay, so the palette that I'm going to be using today is actually an oldie but a goodie. I absolutely love this palette. It's probably one of my favourite palettes in my eyeshadow collection, and this is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. I always reach for this palette and kind of go back to it. I think it's got some beautiful shades, especially for autumn. It's got some really nice kind of deeper browns and burgundies in there, so that is the palette that I'm going to be using today. So I'm actually not going to set that eye base. I see so many people using the P. Louise eye base with literally just putting a thin layer on and then going straight in with the shadows, which is kind of weird to me because I'd always usually put like a powder over the top of my eye base, but I'm not going to do that today. I just want to see how it works, just kind of wet and tacky. And I'm actually just going to go straight in with this shade here, which is the kind of burgundy in the palette. It's the shade Man Eater, and I'm going to be taking this on a Morphe M506 brush. It's a really nice kind of smaller fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna start by kind of stamping this colour on the outer corner. I actually don't know what I'm doing yet, by the way, like I'm literally just winging this. I really want to do, as I said, something quite nice and like burgundy and like deeper, but I actually don't know like how this look is going to turn out, so we are on this journey together. It might look like shit, we will soon see. So yeah, as I said, I'm just going to kind of build this colour up and then I'm going to focus on blending it like after I've got the pigment there. I was actually going to use the new Nikkie Tutorials Beauty Bay palette, which I have got and I absolutely love it. Like it's so amazing. I've been using it so much over on my Instagram. So if you follow me over on there, you've probably already seen me use that palette a couple times before, but I was looking in it and I don't really feel like it's got the most kind of autumnal shades. Like I feel you could definitely make an autumn look with it, but I really wanted to do like a nice kind of traditional autumn look today, so that's why I chose this palette. But I was gonna say, if you guys did want to see like a review or a tutorial using the new Nikkie Tutorials X Beauty Bay palette, then do let me know because I do actually have that palette and I can definitely film that I also think I want to keep this look matte today. I don't think I want shimmer. Okay, so I'm now going to take a clean Morphe M506. This is the same brush, but it's just a slightly different one that's not got any product on it. I'm going to go into this shade here, which is like a lighter pink. It's called Demure. And I'm just going to use this to basically soften the edges. I actually don't know if I like the way this look is going already, but we're going to stick with it and hope for the best. So I'm just literally going to take this colour on the edges of that burgundy just to help me blend. I'm actually quite surprised how the shadows aren't sticking to that base. Like I thought it'd be quite hard to blend them out over like a wet sticky base, but they're actually not clinging at all, which I'm actually really impressed with. So now I'm just going back in with the first brush we used with the red on it, and I'm just going in and kind of meshing those two colours together. I want this look to be really easy and quick as well. I don't want it to be anything too complicated. I feel like I say this in every video, but I'm just not here for eyeshadow that takes like 10 hours, you know? Like I just want it to be quick, simple, easy. Anyone can do it. Like you don't have to be a professional to do these eye looks. I just want, yeah, like I say, anyone to be able to follow them. So now I'm actually going to go back in with that brush that we used the P. Louise base on. This has got no extra product on it. It's literally just the brush. And I'm just going to very, very lightly kind of clean up this inner corner part of my eye with whatever's left over on this brush, because I want to put another colour here and I want it to slightly pop more. So I'm just kind of lightly cleaning that off. So now I'm actually going to go back in with the Demure shade. I hope my lights aren't too bright that you can't see anything. I'm really like struggling with lighting at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I'm literally just going to place this on the inner lid. This could either look really nice or really shit. I'm not too sure. So I'm basically just placing this on the inner lid because, as I said, I want this look to be like a matte look. I don't want it to be any shimmer because I feel like autumn just gives me like matte eyeshadow vibes. Am I the only one? And just to darken it up even further, I'm just going to go in with the black shade on this nice kind of smaller brush, and I'm just going to stamp that on the outer corner just to really like deepen this look up even more. I don't usually use black eyeshadow because I'm a bit scared of it, to tell you the truth, but recently I've been liking using just a little bit of black eyeshadow in replacement of a liner, and just kind of like having it as like a smoky end to my eye, if that makes any sense. So I'm just literally putting this on the outer part of my eye and kind of like slightly doing it in like a really messy wing shape. And then just on the edge of that, I'm just patting over some of that burgundy shade just to mesh the two colours together so we don't have like a harsh line. Okay, so I just really quickly jumped off camera and did the other eye, and now I'm going to go on to just finishing up the mascara and the lashes, and then we're probably going to come back to the eyes just at the end. So the mascara that I'm going to go in with is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Mascara. I've been really enjoying using this one at the moment, so that is what I'm going to use today. So I'm just going to be going in with quite a generous amount of this. I am going to be putting lashes on, but I'm going to be doing a half lash, so I do want them to be nice and blended with the front of my lashes. So I'm going to go in with quite a lot of mascara there. Okay, so for eyelashes, I'm going to be going in with some lashes from Lumi Cosmetics, and these are in the style Tyler. But what I've actually done, as you can see, is cut the lash in half, and I'm going to be using the inner part of the lashes to put on the outer corner of my eye. I've been really loving doing this technique recently because it really elongates your eye and lifts the eye as opposed to closing them off, which is what a lot of eyelashes can do, especially with my eye type. So I'm just going to pop these on. And I don't know if you can see, but it just really kind of elongates my eye and opens my eye up and kind of pulls it out this way. Like I said, as opposed to closing off. I'm just obsessed with this technique. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it ASAP. Okay, so now the eyes are done for now. I'm going to move on to skin. And for moisturiser, I've been really enjoying this one from the brand Avant. I think I'm saying that correctly. This is the Supreme Hyaluronic Acid Antioxidizing Duo Moisturiser. I actually received this in the Glossy Box monthly subscription box, and I've been using it and I absolutely love the formula, and the smell of this is insane. It's like this really cute like pale blue colour, and I just really like the way it feels on the skin. It's really lightweight, but it still does a really good job of moisturising my skin, which I love, and it gives a really nice like glow. I just think it's so nice. Like, can you just see how my skin literally just basically looks like glass? I'm just obsessed. Okay, so for foundation, I've been obsessed with one from Maybelline, which is obviously a super inexpensive brand. And this is the Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Lightweight Foundation. I've actually got this in 2 shades at the moment because I've got a little bit of a fake tan on. So I think I'm going to mix these 2 shades that I have to create my perfect shade. I have the shades 116 Sesame and 220 Natural Beige. So I think I'm going to mix these 2 together because, like I said, I do have a little bit of tan today. I've been absolutely loving this brush from Real Techniques. This is like one of the weird handle ones. I think it was like a Christmas limited edition or something. But this is in the number 302 and it's just such a nice kind of like not too dense foundation brush. You can just really easily kind of brush your foundation on with this. It's just such a nice brush. I'm really enjoying using it, especially with this foundation at the moment. This foundation and this brush is like a match made in heaven. I love it. If my energy seems really low today, I apologize, but I literally just before I started filming, I actually dropped my studio light on my toe, and when I tell you, someone might as well have chopped my toe off because that's how much it hurt. Like honestly, it hurt so much and it's still like throbbing now. Like I can just feel it throbbing and it's just so painful. So I'm really sorry if I seem a bit like bored today or sad. It literally feels like my toe just nearly came off, so that would be why. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Benefit one. I've had this for ages and I've barely ever used it because I think it's slightly dark for me. But this is the Boing Cakeless Concealer. I have this in a mini one and I got this in the shade 05. I don't think this is my shade. Like I said, this is why I haven't used it, but because I've got a little bit of a tan, because I have a little bit of a tan on at the moment, I think this could possibly work for me shade wise. So let's see, I have got a lighter concealer if we do need to lighten it up a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to pop this underneath my eyes. I don't really conceal anywhere else, to be honest. I'm just going to put the tiniest bit of my L'Oreal concealer just on top, just to lighten it ever so slightly in the centre, because I do think that is a tiny bit too dark for me. I don't know what possessed me to buy that shade, but it's definitely not my shade. Okay, and I'm just blending that in with my Juno & Co sponge. This is like the fairy one. For powder, I'm going to go in with the HNB Cosmetics powder. This is in the shade Translucent. This is by Holly Boone. It's Holly Boone's brand. I've been trying this out for the past few days and I actually really like it. It's a really nice powder. I still haven't formed like a complete opinion of it yet, but I'll keep you guys posted. And I do really like it so far. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of press that under my eye with a sponge just to really kind of press that into the product, because otherwise my concealer will crease so bad under my eye, no matter what I use. And then I'm just very lightly dusting the rest of my face with that. So as you can see, when I'm putting it on, it's still leaving my skin with a nice glow through it, which I love. It's such a nice kind of not too mattifying powder. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer just to warm up my face because it's looking rather flat at the moment. And I'm going to be going in with the Code 8. This is the bronzer in the shade Positano. This is one of my fave bronzers. So I'm just going to be taking that kind of in all the usual areas that I would like to bronze. I don't really contour my cheeks recently. I haven't really contoured for a long time, but I just kind of use bronzer to add a little bit more shape and kind of colour back into my skin. And this particular bronzer is a really nice kind of warm shade. I do mostly only use it when I've got fake tan on, just because it is slightly dark for me if I don't have tan, but when I have fake tan on, it's absolutely perfect. I really like it. I'm also just gonna warm up my forehead. And oh, I forgot to say, I've actually done my brows already off camera. I just did them off camera quickly because I do my brows the same every single time. So I just used my NYX brow definer in the shade Ash Brown and my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. You see how like bronzer just changes your face so much? Like it can just give your face so much more shape. I literally live for bronzer. I don't know what I would do without it. So for blush, I'm going to go in with this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This has become my new favourite blush. I think I spoke about this in a recent video. Did I or did I not? I can't remember, but anyway, this is the Pillow Talk Intense Blush from Charlotte Tilbury. It's just a really nice deep mauve. It will go perfectly with this eye look as well because it's a little bit of a, obviously like a darker eye. So, oh, that was a bit too much, my bad. It's fine, it will blend, it will blend. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this on my cheeks, or I'll say a little bit. I actually put too much on then. And see how well that complements the eyeshadow, like it just literally brings everything together. It's so weird because I never used to wear blush. I used to think like blush just wasn't for me, and I used to never wear it because I've always been quite a red person. I blush really easily when I get like embarrassed or when I get hot. I am a kind of English rose. I do blush very easily, very naturally. So I used to think that I never used to need blush, but now I just can't get enough of it. Like I love blush so much. I think it just pulls the whole look together and really does make your cheeks look amazing. Now for highlight, I'm going to be going in with another one of my current fave highlighters. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Star highlighter. This is a really nice goldy tone, and it again looks really nice when I've got more of a fake tan on. So yeah, I'm going to use this one today. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, I did put a little bit too much on there, let's not lie. It's a tiny bit too much, but it does blend out quite easily. So that is what the highlighter looks like. Someone said that they thought this highlighter would give like a cast, like a bit of a kind of gold cast on paler skin, but for me it actually doesn't do that. So I'm also just going to put a tiny bit of that highlighter like in the inner corner of my eye, just to kind of, yeah, see the difference, how that's just like opened my eye a little bit more. I love doing that. I was actually going to do like the under eye, so I was actually going to do like the red and bring it down really low and smoke it out, but I think I actually quite like the look of like a bare lower lash line at the moment. I think that just looks really nice. Like I feel like it gives your eyes that really nice kind of like elongated effect, and it doesn't bring your eyes down so much. So I think I'm actually just going to leave the eyes how they are and not actually do anything on the bottom lash line. So now for lip liner, I'm actually going to do a slightly darker lip today because obviously it's an autumn makeup look. So an autumn makeup look isn't an autumn makeup look without a slightly darker lip. This one is the Steve Laurent lip liner, and this is in the shade Vogue. This is going to be really hard to do the thing that I've been doing where I hold it up so you guys can just see it here. This I actually got in a glossy box, and it's a really nice kind of deep mauve, almost like reddish shade. So that's what I'm going to be using for my lip liner today. Oh, this lip liner is a really nice colour, isn't it? Okay, and now I'm going to go in with Bond Girl lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. This is going to complement the lip liner so well because it's almost the same shade, probably a little bit darker, but this is like the perfect autumnal lipstick shade. It's just such a perfect kind of red, but it's not too red. It's like a little bit more of a sort of darker pink mauve, so I really love this shade. Right, so that is the lipstick on, and that pretty much completes this look, guys. So I'm just going to spritz over my skin with a little bit of spray. This is the Too Faced Hangover X 3-in-1 spray. So I'm just going to do this just to kind of mesh everything together. It just gives the skin a lovely glow. I personally really like glowy skin in autumn. I know people tend to think that autumn means like more matte skin. I personally love a glowy skin all year round, so that is what I'm going to do today. Right guys, so that is the completed finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do let me know if you end up like recreating it or taking any inspo from it. I would love to know. Please also do let me know in the comments if there's any videos that you want to see from me in the future, because I'm kind of struggling for ideas at the moment. So if anyone's got any nice ideas of videos that you would want to see from me, do let me know in the comments below. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe if you haven't already. That would be absolutely amazing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.